And welcome everybody to this unscheduled stream. But I just thought, you know what? It's Friday afternoon. We've got a new X-plane. We've got a new Zibo. We might as well go try it out while we've got the time. So here we are. I'm at Manchester. It's just started to rain here again. I flew in the rain this morning, and now we're going to fly out in the rain again. Nice. So anyway, just for the guys that have not seen the new version of X-plane, I think the biggest difference now is in the clouds. The clouds are much nicer. Those curtain clouds seems to have been taken care of. And the rest obviously will come in time. So this is much better clouds, much better. Nature Cyber, hello, and hello Neil. Yeah, the clouds look much better. So when I flew India this morning, as I came into land, I had approximately 30 frames. And when I go and stand at the end of the runway, looking back at the complex over there, I see I've got like 37. So if that's part of the performance boost, I'm happy. It's little 5-6 frames extra, it seems. I'm not going to bank on it, but it looks nice and it's smooth. It's really smooth. Look at that. There's no stutters, nothing. And I mean, but pretty decent settings. There's my settings. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. Right. Yeah, it's looking really nice. I really like it. In the last couple of minutes, Neil, those tops changed a little bit compared to when you and I first started looking at it. It was a bit more spectacular, just literally, I would say 10 minutes ago. It's not bad now, but the others was just, wow. It's much better than this even. And this is all native explain weather. And Antonio, I'm using your NOAA plugin again in this beta, so I can see the QNH and the METARs and the things. And yeah, let's go fly. Let's go see what it looks like. I just want to quickly ping Uncle John. Just tell him that I'm live. Maybe he wants to see it as well. And now I started without him. Let me just see if he's available. I'm going to stream locally here. If he pops in, I can show him anyway. What? Right. Hello, Christoph. Yeah, I'm okay. How are you doing? I'm happy because X-plane all of a sudden, looks much better and performs nicely. So I think the guys are on the right track again, after a bit of a lull. I'm glad to see some changes. Hello, Alex. Good. I haven't tested any of the other stuff, so I'm just going to run through the whole story as usual. Tell you what, you'll have to complain to my boss. He's such a nice guy, Alex. He probably won't even tell me if you complain. He'll just say, yeah, and laugh it off. Yeah.
Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Yeah, his name is Nico. I'm talking about myself. I am. That's why it's so funny. Pardon my humor.
Ground flight deck hose disconnected.
Right. IRS time. 9 minutes, wow. Right, our altitude will be 250. Wow, that all?
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Uncle John.
Hello. Are anybody without a PC allowed in here?
Uncle John, there will be a surcharge, but we'll waive that even just because it's you. Okay, so don't worry about it.
Wow, thank the Lord for that. I kept looking at my bank account and thinking it won't stand any more out.
How are you doing?
Frustrated, depressed.
I can imagine. Oh yeah, I wanted to still check the landing altitude. Well, Uncle John, the
But
clouds are better now. That's the biggest change that I can physically see. You know, so
these are the standard X-plane clouds.
yes, with standard explain weather that I'm using right now.
Okay.
Check. I'll take you outside quickly. We had better clouds a couple of minutes ago. It was a really nice clouds that we had a bit earlier. But we'll see as we fly now. You know, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Look, we're not too phased about them because we use Xenviro, right? But I think for what it is and for the rest of society, it's a major improvement, Uncle John.
Yeah, what we've got to decide is, are we going to go with XP or are we going to roll on with XC?
Well, as long as the XP is in beta, we can't have XE. Once it goes out, I'm definitely an XE guy. I'm not changing XE for anything.
Okay.
Right, okay. What's next? See, we're talking too much. I don't concentrate, Uncle John.
Sorry, just one more information.
Yeah.
From A to B, where?
I'm flying from Manchester to Charles de Gaulle.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I must give George a call later
Right,
today.
fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
You know, I'm a silly boy. Why don't I set my laptop up with a bigger screen?
Mm. I don't understand why we only got flight level 250. Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, but now this is beta 2, Alex. This is exactly beta 2, so it looks much better. One, 3, 7. Don't need more than that. Oops. Wait. Yes, they did. That's what I'm flying now.
Ready for pre-flight procedure.
You see, they wait until you work and then they do things like that, Alex.
Trim up.
And they wait until Uncle John takes his PC in for an upgrade and then they do things like this. Hi, Uncle John.
Sorry, bud, I'm setting up the laptop.
No worries. We're talking about laminar upgrading. So Alex says they waited until he's at work to upgrade to beta 2. And I said, yeah, and some other people are doing upgrades to their PCs and then they do things like this.
Absolutely. No consideration. That's the problem. No consideration.
Captain has to come fasten your seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt. Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until all carrying items are properly put away, all overhead bins are closed, and all passengers are seated.
Round to cockpit, toes driving up.
No, it's a very small one. The biggest thing for me is the clouds that are better. If you give me a second, I'll give you the link to the notes quickly. Give me a second. Give me a second. I've got the link here somewhere. Huh? I clicked on it and it just disappeared. Facebook updated, so let me just copy it again. It's really small, Alex. Really a small thing. There you go.
Okay, external checks are complete. All doors and hatches are closed. We're ready to connect.
No, must have driven away already anyway.
Flight attendants, prepare for departure, cross-check, and all call. Thank you.
Okay, the toes connected, bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Yeah, give us 30 seconds, brother. Let me just get this APU on, otherwise I look like a clown again. Yeah, you're welcome, Alex. Before start procedure.
Before start procedure. Before start procedure complete. Ready for before start checklist.
Before start
Starting
checklist.
pushback. You can start engines when ready.
Before start checklist. Papers.
On board.
Flight deck door. Closed and locked. Fuel. $6,597 kilogram on board. Pumps on. Passenger signs. On. Window. Locked. MCP. Speed 149. Heading 231. Altitude 25,000. Takeoff speeds.
That's okay.
V1 134. V rotate 142. V2 149. CDU pre-flight. Complete. Rudder and aileron trim. 3 and 0. Taxi and takeoff briefing. Complete. Anti-collision light. On. Before start checklist complete. Engine start procedure.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Waiting for the
Disconnecting
command
tool.
start sequence.
Stand by.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine. N2.
The tow is disconnected and the bypass pin has been removed. Hand signals on your right hand side. Take care up there. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Andrea. Yeah, that's Zibo and his magic. You know, obviously, I'm not one of the programmers. He's the only programmer in the group, so he's the guy doing all the fancy stuff. RC3 is just like fixing bugs, eh? You know, it's typos, spelling, sequences. It's small little things, you know, that just need to be put back in place, and that's what happened there. FRBO, yes,
Starter
welcome.
Engine start procedure complete.
Alright, that's so good, Linda. Before taxi procedure.
Before taxi procedure. Before taxi procedure complete. I am ready for before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist.
Ready for before taxi procedure. Flaps 5 set. Before taxi checklist. Generators. On. Probe heat. On. Anti-ice. Wing anti-ice off. Engine anti-ice off. Isolation valve. Auto. Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall. Checked. Auto brake. Rejected takeoff. Engine start levers. Idle detent. Flight control. Checked. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Flaps 5 set. Green light. Detent. Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear. Before taxi checklist complete. Ready for taxi.
Let's go, let's see what happens.
Taxi lights on.
Approaching 2-3 right.
No, Zibo is still at 3.0.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff.
Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
By the time it's for takeoff, please.
Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5 set. Green light. Detent. Stabilizer trim. 5 units set.
Approaching 2-3 left.
Transponder. TARA set. Before takeoff checklist complete.
take off. Take off.
I am ready for your takeoff. Set time. Runway 23 left confirmed.
On runway 23
Stabilized.
left.
Toga.
Takeoff thrust set.
Hello Steve, welcome.
Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Acceleration altitude.
Autopilot. Come on. Autopilot.
Disengage.
Autopilot on. No, she's not listening. I can't remember the exact command she needs.
Transition level.
If it says
Ready for
here.
approach checklist.
Oh, autopilot on. See if she does it. Nah, she doesn't. Then we'll do it. Because now we're late. Right, okay, so transition altitude. Hit that one.
Flaps 1 set. Flaps up and set.
After takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist. Now she's listening.
After the takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Approaching transition.
Hey Steve, I was wondering.
Flaps. Up. No light. Detent. Altimeters. Standard set. Cross-checked. Transition altitude.
Set standard.
After takeoff checklist complete. Already set. Passing flight level 4,991 now.
Hello Vim, Thunder, Mac.
Hi, Nico.
Hi, Nico.
Afternoon, Nico.
We should start climbing after this next waypoint. I think that's the last one. And there we go, we out of the milk anyway. Yeah, there we go, there's the climb. You won't believe it, that transition, I pressed that standard a long time ago. This was actually still an altitude restriction, not a flight level restriction, so I apologize. See, it happens when you're concentrating on different things except for the actual flight route and the charts. Thank you, Thunder.
Nico, I switched in a little bit later. Is that a new update?
Yes, yeah, this is a new explain update to 12.06b2.
Okay.
That's why I decided to quickly do the stream.
Flight level 100. Landing light switches off.
One of the big changes in this version is the clouds, you know, those ones that look like curtains. I haven't seen them again, it seems they're gone. You know, like a big wall in front of you. I think the notes called it a wall of clouds. That's all gone now, it seems. Because that was freaking funny sometimes. This morning I was just shaking my head. It looks so strange.
Are you flying default weather now? Explain 12, Nico.
Yes, sir. For this test, yes. I've got two X-planes. I've got my old X-plane, so I can run my X-Enviro in there. The normal one that I do my usual streaming in, and then this is a separate build, a separate X-plane version that I've updated to the beta, so I can also enjoy that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Takeoff
Well,
was great.
I updated a half an hour ago, and I'm flying now. But also with real weather, explain 12. But I have rain at flight level 360, so that's unbelievable. That's not good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they're done with this weather engine yet. They'll get to it, I'm sure, sometime.
Can you hear me, Nico?
Now, yes.
Sorry, I'm on my laptop.
Alright, yeah, I saw you disconnected.
Thank you.
They do, Neil, they do. No, they've done a good job. You know, imagine these clouds were in X-Plane 12 from the beginning. I mean, it would have been such a different reception. I'm obviously thinking out loud now.
Are you saying you're impressed with it, Nico?
Oh yeah. No, for default clouds, this is brilliant. Some 737 pilot. You can get it from x-plane.to. I did upload it. It's available. You can download it and use it if you want. No, Uncle John, these clouds are such an improvement. It's not even funny.
And is this, you reckon this is as a result of this?
This latest update, yes. This latest update, they worked on the clouds again, so.
You quite rightly said. So they've been like this when they released 12.
Would have been a different reception, totally.
Yeah. Well, getting annoyed at all the negativity.
Uncle John, I always said from the beginning, everybody gave Microsoft 2 years to get to where they are with 2020 now, and people forget where they started. Give X-Plane 2 years as well.
Yeah, so but they're still...
I know they forget
and
they don't care.
Even now.
I know. When did they release 12? I think it was September, October last year, somewhere there. I think September last year.
September, yeah. It was September.
When did they release 12?
That's a good analogy, that.
Indeed, Nico, I'm out of the rain and the clouds look much better now.
Good. Shall I show screen here on Discord?
Yes, I will do that.
Here you go, September the 5th, 2022. So we're not even a year into it yet.
Correct. So we've got another 12 months to catch up yet.
Yeah.
Five. As opposed to 1,000.
You're breaking up. What about 1,000?
To level off.
Mate, for me.
Uncle John, you're breaking up very badly. Say again. I'm not sure why he's breaking up like that. Can't be flying at flight level 250 all that way. Oh, nonsense. Oh, that's a nice rumor. I didn't hear that. I was running Active Sky earlier, but when me... Huh? No. When me and Neil were sitting here in Discord, and the moment I put the Active Sky on, it takes away the wow factor of the clouds. It's very flat all of a sudden then. Yes, sir. Uncle John, you need to press your button for PTT or something, because we don't hear you. We only hear bits and pieces. Oh, gotcha. Enhanced skyscapes. Oh. Good for nanobot if that's true.
To level off.
I'm not sure. Sim 737 pilot, you'll have to ask Zibo on the forum himself, or I'll have to ask him on your behalf. I'm not sure to what level he took it. I honestly don't know. We have to ask him. If you didn't feel it and if you knew what you were doing, then probably it's not, you know, which is then something that you still has to do. Yeah, sorry about that. But I can't sit here and lie and then I get in trouble, so that would be the best thing to do. Right, let's see. Where are we now? 155. Well, Active Sky is recommended, but you've got to understand that they're going to have to bring out some other update for the cloud generation or cloud display, because currently, I mean, I can show you, we can switch it on. The moment you switch it on and you've got like all these fluffy clouds, it goes and it kind of smears them. It just flattens them a little bit, which is, you know, taking away the wow factor, as I mentioned. So it's not, it's beautiful for weather and it's beautiful for you know, having correct weather, but it's not beautiful for the eye. It takes away the wow factor of these fluffy big clouds. Enhanced skyscapes I've never used in X-Plane 12. Me and Nanobot spoke a lot in X-Plane 11, and it was my go-to in X-Plane 11 until I switched to X-Enviro. But I don't know. I'm not sure what Nanobot did in 12, if it's even released, if it's available. I presume, listening to the conversation, it is, but oh, there you go. So it's not for X-Plane 12 yet. So yeah. When I fly, usually you'll always see my fancy clouds and stuff comes from X-Enviro. On my system, it doesn't have any impact. If you just set the settings correctly, which is pretty easy, I honestly don't have any performance issues on my system with XNVARA at all, and it looks beautiful and it works pretty nice. It's just awesome. Let's see. I hope the bot will answer you that question. If you look in the show notes below the video, right click on show more and scroll to the bottom. My PC specs is listed there as well. The bot should give it to you. Oh no, you know what? Type in exclamation PC. That will give you the specs. Exclamation PC. No, I can't run Windows 11 on the system because of the AMD GPU. The AMD drivers that I'm currently using, the latest ones, does not support Explain 11 anymore. So I deleted my Explain 11, which is a shame. I liked having it. Really liked having it. Alex, I read it wrong, and I've been answering you because of what I thought I read, not because of what I read. I'm running Windows 11. I thought you were talking Explain 11. That's why I kept on talking about Explain 11. I do apologize. I'm using Windows 11 on the new machine since December. I'm using Windows 11 Pro. As per, look, just 2 lines up in the Nightbot there, it says there 11 Pro. So I do apologize. I obviously read like an idiot. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Sorry. I'll concentrate more next time. Yeah, this human thing, being human sometimes catches you unawares, eh? Right, well, I think I've got everything, frequencies, minima, courses, everything is in place. 102 nautical miles to go, so all done in good time. Well, I tell you what, this i7 13th generation processor I've got here is marvelous compared to what I had, man. This is also a beast of a system for me. I love it. Yeah, when I upgraded my system, I also had to get basically everything new. My old cooler and power supply and stuff would never handle what I have now. Never ever. So it's par for the course, you know. Gotta do what you gotta do. Hello, Giuliano. Welcome. Gents, try to explain something about the mouse. Did you hear me talk about the mouse just now? Because I'm muting myself on and off. Because I want to tell you about the mouse. Okay. So basically what I've picked up, this is the only negative comment I currently have. Hold on. Oh, doggy. This is the only negative comment I have. Since updating to 6 Bravo 2. When I want to look around in the cockpit, I click with the mouse. You see where the mouse is there on the windscreen. I click and I hold it in, and then I move where I want to see. Okay, so this is how my head movement works. Now, every now and then, I click and then the screen doesn't move. It just refuses. Then I have to let go the button, count to 3, then try again. Then it comes on. So it's like there's an issue. It could be X camera, I'm not sure. But this is now started happening since B2. So have a look out for that. And then the other thing is, Neil, I haven't had a bad click on a button yet in beta 2 like we had in beta 1. But that's the other thing me and Neil discovered earlier, is sometimes depending on your zoom level, you can click on a button or you can't, and then you just have to zoom like a millimeter back or forward, and then the button is available to click again. So those are the two little quirky things with beta 6 that we've discovered. Very strange. Guys, I just want to throw the dogs out because mommy just left and they obviously don't want to be inside now, so I'll be back in a minute.
Ready for descent procedure.
Right, I'm back. I see you've also had that, Neil. Oh, interesting.
Nico, Linda asked for some descent things.
Oh, let's see. Descent procedure.
Descent procedure. Descent procedure complete.
Thank you, Linda.
Ready for descent checklist. Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude 400 set. Recall. Auto brake. Set. Landing data. V reference 148. Minimum sparrow 592 set. Approach briefing. Complete. Descent checklist complete.
And then I always turn that course knob a couple of degrees too far. Do you know how? Is that also with you, Nico?
Yeah. I owe Eugenie a snag list. And if all goes well, I'll try and do it for him this weekend. But I mean, he is waiting for a snag list, and I've picked up on quite a few other errors as well. This Linda toolbar is now stuck. I can't move it at all. It's completely frozen there. I can't believe it. Ah. It died. I can't move it at all. Anyway, maybe it comes back later.
Approach top of descent.
That cloud buildup looks like a wall, Nico.
Yes, but at least it's got textures now. The ones from this morning and previous explained versions were terrible, man. I mean, this isn't great, but it's much better than it was.
Oh yeah, looks a lot smoother.
Yeah, and you can see now, instead of having that blurry, almost mirror-like smudge type of textures, it actually now it's got a little bit of fluff in it, you know?
Yeah.
I'll put it on YouTube now. This is what we had this morning. Look at that. You see, that's exactly what I mean. It was there this morning. It was
Okay, yeah.
terrible. So now at least you get a better impression, much better impression. Hey Vasily.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Vasily, you can send it. You can send it. We can have a look. Now we can hear you, Uncle John.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. Thank you.
So, Vasily, just for my understanding, because I tried it in the tallest, but I didn't bother to put it in the ND. Can you put it in the ND there as well? Because that's where I kind of, you know, stopped the bus, because my priority is with Zibo, you know. That looks like somebody's giving someone the middle finger. Look at that cloud.
I didn't want to bring it up.
Not me.
Not me.
No. I understand that. I mean, I did the Zibo one, so that's not a problem for me. The issue was, like I said, I just didn't go further with the tallest because, I mean, it works, but then you get the display on the screen and not on the ND itself. You know, it's just on the windscreen. So if you've got it on the ND, I'd love to see it. I'd love to play with it a little bit, and then, like you said, we can share it with the community. Excellent. Okay, cool. Vasily just sent it. That's fine. Let's have a go. As you get closer, the definition changes. I like the fluffiness of the clouds. Look at that. I mean, it's like fluffy candy floss.
Yeah, I noticed that. The closer you're getting, it's looking better.
Yeah.
More realistic.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vasily. Yeah, that's why I say thank you very much, because I got it.
Just curious, Nico, what is your ceiling at Charles de Gaulle?
Let's have a look. See. Looks like 1,500, 1,100. Round about there.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Uncle John?
Uncle John.
Yes, sir.
Your speakers are echoing.
Is that a yes or a no?
About what?
You can hear me. Yes or no?
I can hear you, but your speakers are so loud that it echoes on the stream now.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, just go to push to talk. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to.
There's the rodeo ride coming. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Until the seatbelt sign has been switched off.
Why did I not hear that? Not anything. Hi. Whatever.
Do apologize for the delay in our service.
Up there, Nico.
Yes, sir.
Sorry about this. Like, this PC is very slow.
No problem. That was one of the reasons, 737 pilot, that Zibo and Ben was working on one of the items, because in one or two actually of the closed betas, it was a big problem, and it was not as obvious in 6 beta 1 now that we've got, but in 2 it's now prominent, more prominent. Ooh, lightning.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches on.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I cannot fly without XP realistic, I promise you. The sim's dead without it.
Approaching transition.
Yeah, I like it. I like the sounds and stuff. As my wife would say, I'm a children's. Old joke we have. I like things like that. Makes it so immersive, just so much better. Oh, no, I wish I had, eh? I would have loved to give some away. I see that guy who makes it actually rebranded his whole company and everything, new logos, new everything. But I've never spoken to him, don't know him at all.
Ready for approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Still can't move this thing. No, not what I want. This thing is stuck. Approach checklist. No, she doesn't understand my English. Can't even click there. You can do nothing with her. Nothing just died. Approach checklist. There you go.
Approach checklist. Altimeters.
Here she has selected VA.
Yeah.
Altitude passing 6,196 now. Approach checklist complete. Flaps 1 set.
Ah, now this thing's gotten alive again.
Flaps 5 set.
Thank you, Neil. Nice, Uncle John. I'm so glad I did this flight. Guys watching, I'm glad you guys have the time to watch it with me. I was thinking maybe I'll have 2 or 3 guys watching, but it's cool to have you all here on Discord and on the stream on YouTube. Thanks for taking the time. Dave, I think this is a magnificent step forward. Good progress have been made. You know, just observing. Like what I see. I really like what I see.
Flaps 15 set.
Excellent, Vasily. Thank you. Hey, Steve. Anyway, thank you, Neil, too. I'm not ignoring you. I've answered all the other people by name. Thanks, Neil.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing. Flaps 30 set. Ready for landing checklist.
4,000 feet, stabilized, Mississburg channel 27.
Taxi lights on.
I'm not used to landing with a HUD. This is going to be so weird.
Cleared to land runway 27 right.
400. Approaching decision height. 300. Minimums.
Just XP realistic.
200.
I don't think you can use the two together. They're going to clash.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed break up.
Oh, it's hard.
You know, Uncle John, I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, it's a wet runway. It says 125 on the screen at touchdown, and then later on it brings another value up. I don't know, Uncle John. These things you can't trust, eh?
I was looking more visually.
Yeah, visually it looks hard because of XP realistic and all. It's probably gonna come up with some other heavy number or whatever. But I mean, let's face it, we have to displace the water, and you know, we don't want to kill anybody. See, no, look, it still says 125, 1.15 Gs. So
well, that's respectable.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, XP realistic, you know, between that and these little add-ons, they tend to make us scratch our heads a little bit, you know. Anyway, nobody died. That's a big thing. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
And if you go look at the replay from the outside, you'll see it's a beautiful landing. You know, you wonder, whatever.
Please do that.
After landing procedure complete.
Let me just get to the gate and park and do my filing of my flight before I lose this for the VA, and then we can do a replay.
Flaps up and set.
Approaching 09 right.
Thank you, Thunder. All right, stay well. Bye-bye. Come on. Please don't crash. Just frozen up. Hello? No, man. But the whole computer, everything froze up there. Ah, my heart nearly sank in my shoes.
Well, something took all the resources.
Yeah. And I've got an idea I didn't really park correctly, but anyway, that's not the taxi line. It's on the other side anyway. Who cares? So, let's do this.
Parking tickets are very
Shutdown
cheap in
procedure.
France, because
Sorry, Wim?
parking
Shutdown
tickets in
procedure.
France are very cheap.
Okay. I've got my special credit card here, you know, that unlimited one, I don't care. This is why when you're unfamiliar with the area, you tell the ATC you're unfamiliar and you request follow me or, you know, taxi instructions.
You abuse that company card.
What can I say, Uncle John?
It'll come up at the board meeting. Trust me.
Shutdown procedure complete.
I'll make sure not to send you an invite to the board meeting. We'll forget. Come on.
Ready for a shutdown checklist.
Yeah.
And I shall be talking to the other board members to get them on my side first.
Ah. But you're going to give them a spin in your new fancy car with the top that comes off, you know, let the wind go through the air or something.
Absolutely.
Okay. Old mafioso you, eh?
The more I drive that, the more impressed I am with it.
Is it? Okay. Right, are we going to try landing? Let's give it a bash.
As long as you've logged it.
And their X-plane crashes. Damn it! Just as I said play, it crashed. Oh,
It's a lottery whether it works or not.
yes, I tell you. Terrible. Terrible. Anyway, gents, we had our fun at least. You see why I say let's first park, let's file the flight, and then we do all these funny things, because you never know. Ah. Anyway. Well, that means we can go home now. Guys, girls, thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. or 800 Zulu at least.